Well, good morning, everybody. It is Thursday. Let's see, we're
And
in
it is
September, right?
chilly and it feels like fall. And I'm sure everybody in Acadiana is smiling because it feels like we're done with summer weather. I'm sure it'll be back, but we'll enjoy these next few days of this coolness.
Well, I know, I don't know, a couple days ago, it felt like it was in the middle of July.
Yes, it
Um,
did.
it was extremely hot outside. So this is definitely a welcome thing. Sarah, what's going on? Who do we have today?
Today we have Yvette Quantz. She is with Eatfit Acadiana. Excuse me. Good morning, Yvette. How are you doing today?
Hi, good. Thank you for having me.
Good. So we're just going to get it started. Tell us a little bit or a rounded out bit of Eatfit Acadiana, how it came to be, who you work with, stuff like that.
So the Eatfit movement, the Eatfit program is a really cool, really unique program that's actually throughout Louisiana. So the Eatfit Acadiana is through here. But we are a team of dietitians and we work with local restaurants, markets, anyone that sells and serves food to help identify healthy items and help, what I like to say is educate and empower the community on how to take care of themselves so they can eat well and live well. So it is a program from Ochsner. It's a nonprofit community program that they offer through the state, not just the Acadiana region, but throughout the state. And it's a really cool thing to be a part of and a cool thing that I'm excited to share your listeners with and to share what we do in this Acadiana region.
Yeah, I see you guys all over the place. We talked about how you team up with restaurants, but and we talked about it being all over the state. You told me it was originally based out of New Orleans. When did it come to Acadiana? And then also, when did it start from the beginning?
So I'll start from where it started in the beginning. So Molly Kimball is the founder, visionary behind Eatfit. She is the lead dietitian. She's out of New Orleans, and she was working at the Elmwood Fitness Center there and thinking of how can we get better engaged in the community. And she teases that it's like her husband jokes it's her best and worst idea ever because it has been so impactful, but there's been a lot that's gone into it, and there's been a lot of passion, discipline, focus, work that has been behind to make it what it is today. Mm-hmm. But it was, how do you, as dietitians, we can work with our clients one-on-one and help educate. But what happens when people are out living in the community? Out in Louisiana, we love to eat out and enjoy life. And so what if there was a way to make a seal, some type of identification process that people would know, okay, this is going to be healthy for me if I'm trying to lose weight, or maybe I'm trying to manage my diabetes, blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol, what can help me? And that's where the Eatfit seal, the Eatfit philosophy comes in, is that we help keep it very simple and streamlined. The criteria is no white processed white carbs. So it's going to be 100% whole grains, low in added sugars. So we have, when we're working with restaurants, we look at the added sugar, and we keep that to a low, less than 5 grams of added sugar for an Eatfit meal. Low in animal fat. So foods can be high in that plant-based, heart-healthy fat, but we do look at that animal fat to make it, again, meet that heart-healthy criteria. And then we help and look at the sodium, because dining out, that's probably one of the challenges that we have is, or it's always a surprisingly piece of healthy items being high in sodium. So we look at that, and then we also help our chefs, restaurant partners, with ways to reduce the sodium while still making it delicious and nutritious.
Well, and being in South Louisiana, that is a hard thing to go to a restaurant and find something that's healthy that fits into a plan that you need to be on, especially with that sodium. So, can you explain to me, just as somebody if I'm going to a restaurant that maybe works with you, what do I need to look for? How does that?
Seeing if I had my menu on my desk, I do. I have. So Don's Seafood, which is a local Eatfit partner. I don't know if you can see. Can you see that little Eatfit seal there?
Yes.
So that is the Eatfit seal that restaurants that we use to help identify what are the Eatfit approved items. What does that Eatfit seal mean? So that means that has been certified. We've done the nutrition analysis of it. It means it's going to fit all that criteria we just talked about. But you're like, well, wait, I want to maybe know my calories, or I want to know more information about that dish. Then you can go to the app, the Eatfit app, anyone can download, and you can find the specific nutrition information for that item. And I love that. I love that on the menu, it's very simple. And what I like to say is like not distracted by the numbers, but you can see this is, and then if you need to know the numbers for your diabetes or maybe your carb counting or anything, you can go find that on the app.
So how does that work? Like on the app also, does it show like all the restaurants that you all are partnered with?
Yes, it does. So if you go and download the Eatfit app, we have a geolocator. So it will pull up all the Eatfit items that are in your area.
That's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
No, that's great. Because I mean, honestly, that's one of the biggest things. We love to eat out, and it's like you don't know what you're getting into. It's like, is it fried food? Is it not? Sometimes if you don't know the restaurant, it's a new place. That's very helpful.
You can go download the app now. Anyone can, and see what restaurants are offering Eatfit items. And if one of your favorite restaurants is not offering an Eatfit item, you can go to your restaurant, especially if you know the manager or someone who works there, and say, we would love for you to be an Eatfit partner. We are looking for this, because it's 100% free.
Well, and that's a good segue into my next question. So, this is obviously a part of what Oshner is doing for the community. So it's really kind of a way for them to give back. I mean, so how does that play into how? Why did Oshner decide to do this? What was their?
I mean, and it's exactly in how can we make a positive impact and give back to the community. Louisiana, we are known for especially, and the program started in New Orleans. So in New Orleans, everything's known for the food. So if it can be done there, why can we not expand it throughout the state? We're known for our food. We have so many amazing locally owned places that serve delicious food. And how can we help these locally owned businesses meet what consumers are looking for and what they need for their health? And my thing is we need to have healthy community citizens so we can thrive as a state.
And not only that, I mean, you've got, I think if people are given the option and they're given a choice, if I'm going to go, if I need to eat something that you can taste, that still tastes good, that's certified by a dietitian, I think a lot of people would choose that over the fried food and the fried things, especially when you're more health conscious. As you get older, that's me, and you start looking for those things, especially for people that like to eat out. Like if you're on the go a lot, which is, for me, that's a big part of what I do, and our family. It's like going to eat is an experience. It's not just, hey, we're just going to go eat. It's you like to try all the different things and all of that stuff. It's the culture of what we live in. So I love it. I think it's a fantastic idea.
And as a dietitian, I think sometimes we get the negative thought that we're like the food police, but that is so not true. One thing that drives me, I mean, being a food police is totally not my style, but helping to teach people, educate people, all the creative, fun ways that food can be delicious and nutritious. And that's the really fun part of when we get to work with local chefs, to take some of their culinary experience and their expertise and make a beautiful dish that you wouldn't even think was Eatfit. Like it's just, that's like a dream. And
so we talked about, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but we talked about Don's. You showed us their menu. I am a huge fan of Tsunami, and I personally eat their Eatfit rolls. Those are probably my favorite on the menu. But how many restaurants are you guys partnering with? And could you just name a few more in the Acadiana area?
So we currently in Acadiana have about 50 Eatfit partners. And some of those will be, so Pokego's one, Hub City Diner, Antony's, Cafe Vermilionville, Taco Sisters, Handy.
So you have the full spectrum of every type of food too.
We do, and that is what I love. So ShopRite, and the ShopRite locations, which that makes up about 20 of our partners too, because they're
Wow.
dispersed throughout the state, and they actually have a full-time dietitian on the ShopRite staff, and they have Eatfit items that you can go in when you're running around. We have Burgersmith, I think you mentioned. We have, I'm working with some new partners. Riverside Inn is coming on, Juice Bar, Fit Dino's. Dino's has a Eatfit pizza.
Hey, we love pizza.
Chops Mid-City has incredible Eatfit menu. I mean, there are some incredible places and offerings in this Acadiana region, and it's an honor to work with them.
And we're going to make sure we put the links to the app on this video so people can go right there and download it. But also, what about I know that, and you might have mentioned this, I'm not sure if you did yet, but what about the cookbook? So tell us about the cookbook.
So the cookbook is a collection of it's actually a collection of recipes from Eatfit partners throughout the state. And it's all going to be some incredible. So Commanders is featured in here.
Oh, wow. That's one of my favorites.
In Acadiana. So this cookbook came out 2 or 3 years ago. So Blue Dog Cafe is featured in here. Cafe Vermilionville has a recipe. Mosca's, look at that shrimp.
Yeah, I'm hungry. It's almost lunchtime.
We have some incredible desserts as well that are all Eatfit approved.
So it's like a full range cookbook.
It's a full range cookbook. And we have, I mean, it's gourmet because it's really, these recipes are from the restaurants. These recipes are from the chefs.
So if I wanted to purchase that, where can I get that cookbook?
Eatfitcookbook.com you can go to
We'll link that
on the website, and I'll make sure to send you that. And we're working on a second cookbook. The second cookbook is going to be a 0-proof, alcohol-free cookbook. So it's an Eatfit approved 0-proof cocktail book.
Nice.
I think that's a great initiative just to kind of take, because everybody knows we are a drinking culture and it's not everybody's cup of tea to drink. So I think putting that out and just creating an atmosphere for people to be able to go out and make their own drinks and not have to worry about like, oh, people are going to judge me for not drinking. So I think that's awesome. It's really cool.
While Eatfit was founded, I'm sorry, Paul.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, the original foundation was, working with the local restaurants. The expansion has grown into how we can better serve the community and what else can we offer. So with that, every year we host a Eatfit alcohol-free for 40 challenge, which is where we encourage people to join us and give up alcohol for 40 days. And instead of, there's dry January is a big one, or sober September, ours in Louisiana happens the day after Mardi Gras. And the past few years, we've had our local, like Lafayette Ochsner Lafayette General, we have gone and done pre-labs to where if you wanted to get even more than just giving up alcohol, you can actually do pre and post labs and see the changes that happen in your body weight, body composition, blood pressure, and a whole blood chemistry profile.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Well,
it's really cool.
You just mentioned Mardi Gras. So let's talk about that for a second, because that's a big thing down here, especially king cake. Now, I hear there's a rumor that y'all have an Eatfit approved king cake. Is that what I heard?
There is, and it is not a rumor. So there is an Eatfit king cake, and that is, obviously it's seasonal, so it comes out on King's Day, and it is sold. We've partnered with a bakery that makes it. It's a gluten-free king cake, and it is sold statewide. We are actually currently looking to see if any new retailers want to be a retailer for the king cake. In the past, Good Eats Kitchen has been who is a local Eatfit partner, was one of our first local Eatfit partners, the first Eatfit Acadiana partner. They sell the king cake. It's really cool, and it will be available. It is delicious.
So when is that? You said
it comes out King's Day, so that's the January 6th is
All right, so we need to make
It's
sure
in
we
the
put
past
that on our
price.
calendar that we're going to be able to go get king cakes for the office on January 6th.
We are an office that runs around food. Like if we're not talking about work, 90% of our conversation is, okay, where did you guys go eat? What was good? We literally revolve around food. So being able to introduce
that's
this to the
so
office, like
fun.
guys, we can eat healthy. We're very
Yes.
excited.
Well, in this cookbook that we talked about, there is a recipe for the Eatfit king cake.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Awesome.
we can make it.
However, y'all, I mean, it's a lot. King cakes are labors of love.
Oh, yeah.
Baking in general is a labor.
Baking in general is
It
a
is
labor
a
of love.
lot.
So I personally am very grateful that it can be just purchased.
Yeah.
Well, I think what's interesting about what y'all are doing is you're really trying to set people up for success. And whether they like to cook or they want to go out to eat, you kind of got something for everybody where it really is going to just be part of your lifestyle, not, oh, well, let me do this for this particular time frame.
100%.
No, I love that. Obviously, last year we had kind of a strange year especially with the restaurant industry. What did y'all kind of see just from the dietitian side? A lot of people were stuck at home. Were they eating more junk food? Did that kind of
From our end,
what y'all do a little bit easier to talk about, or how did that work with COVID?
Well, it certainly made it more challenging because our restaurants, our partners, we call them partners, Eatfit partners, because when a restaurant, a business comes on board and we have community partners as well, not just our business restaurant partners that serve food, but community partners help, like what y'all are doing, help promote and share the mission of Eatfit. So our partners, obviously, it was a very challenging time. So we worked very hard to try to see what could we do to support them, to support their efforts, to spread the word of what their hours were, if they were open, to drive extra digital support to them. And that's a big part of being an Eatfit partner, is you're part of our community, and we work on sharing on social media and sharing out in the community what these businesses, these partners, these locally owned businesses are doing. And I'm re-emphasizing that locally owned businesses, because most of our partners, almost all of them, are just local small business owners. And it's amazing to support that. So we worked there. And then also we did a Eatfit DIY cooking campaign, to where all of our Eatfit dietitians in the region took a different week, and we would make something that you can make at home.
Oh, okay.
That was Eatfit approved. I'll send you the link for where to find that's on our YouTube channel.
Okay.
And we did some that were not in the cookbook, and then some things were in the cookbook. So it was just these cooking videos we did to help inspire people to be able to do it at home.
And y'all are pretty active on social media, so I'm gonna put that up for now. This is your Facebook and Instagram. Is that the best way to connect with you all and kind of keep up with what's going on?
Yes, absolutely. Facebook, Instagram. If anyone needs to email to find out more information or interested in being a partner, you can. My personal email is yvette.quantz@oshner.org.
Okay, we'll put all that as a comment
yes,
on
but
video,
social media,
or
get on
anybody
social
comments
media.
on the video, I'll make sure it gets to you too. So
follow us, share if you see something that we are promoting that you are like, comment, share. Again, this is a community initiative, and it's Eatfit Acadiana gets stronger by the community coming in and helping us spread the word and asking for it, and letting your locally owned businesses know your health is important to you. Good food is important to you. You like to eat at their restaurant. Please, can you serve more?
Well, and I really, just from a personal standpoint, I'm very glad that you're on this today, because I've seen this approved thing on these restaurants, and I never knew what it was. I never looked at it. So I'm excited, because now I get to go enjoy healthier food at the restaurant. So that's fantastic.
Yes, awesome.
Well, I appreciate you joining us, Sarah. You got anything you want to wrap up with?
No, I mean, I think that about sums it up. I'm so glad you got to come on today, Yvette. I kind of like Paul. I heard of Eatfit, and I've seen it on countless restaurants, and I've always seen it at Tsunami, and I keep going back to that because I'm there way too often. But it is cool to hear just how much you guys are doing and how easily accessible
Yes.
for all of
I'm
it is. So many partners in the area. You can walk into so many locally owned restaurants and just see the little seal and just keep that reminder. And then you can just jump on the app and see things. And if you don't like to eat out that often, just get the cookbook and you're still able to have these Cajun meals that are healthy.
And on the app, you can actually find recipes as well. Like there's
Oh,
a
wow.
whole bunch of information on the app that I didn't even go over, but you can find the recipes. You can also find grocery guides. So Natural Grocers, which is locally, we have one here. We have a Eatfit approved grocery list. The same for Handy Stop. And there's just a generic grocery list of Eatfit approved items. You can get all those are free resources, as well as a community, a healthy Eatfit food drive list. So if you or your organization, and then get to talk about that, that's one of my favorite things, is you can go in and share how to donate healthy to your local food banks. What items?
That's awesome. Well,
Yes.
we're going to put links to the app, to all your Facebook and Instagram, all your social media, the website, to where to get the cookbook. All that's going to be in the comments of this video. So hopefully this will raise some awareness and open some people's eyes to what y'all do and how you're benefiting the community and us personally. So Yvette, thank you for joining us today. Everybody, we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.